Ndugu zangu wananchi wa Homabay, Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga, Mheshimiwa Baba, ameongea hapa as a patriot, as a Kenyan committed to the progress and success of Kenya. I was also almost tempted to say that I have nothing useful to add. He has said it all, and he has put it well. Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, your place in the history, in the progress, in the governance, in the destiny of our nation is firmly engraved. Your contribution, your sacrifice, your mentorship of many leaders is something of pride to those of us who have worked under you in our earlier political journey. And I want to say, listening to you today, I am persuaded that this nation, and I associate and I agree with your commitment and your conviction that Kenya is a great country, because it is a great country. It is only that some do not understand the potential and the greatness of this nation. Because of your commitment to this country, today you have assisted me to put together the broad-based government, a government that brings all communities, all regions, all parts of Kenya in an inclusive manner into one administration that does not look, that does not seek to preserve any leader, but to preserve the destiny and the place and the stability of the Republic of Kenya. Because of the coming together under this broad-based government, because of the Honorable Raila Odinga working with me to put together this broad-based government, Kenya has a date with destiny. Kenya has a historic opportunity to change the place of Kenya and to elevate this country to the next level. To unite this nation beyond community, tribe, region, or religion, and to forge that unity so that we can transform our economy, make it inclusive, deal with the challenge of unemployment, create wealth to get rid of poverty, transform our agriculture so that we can eliminate the shame of hunger, create products for exports, and expand our progress and our prosperity. Transform this nation in a very meaningful way.
This lady here, I can say honestly, if we trace back to the movement for human rights and talking about women's rights being human rights, Phoebe Asio was ahead of her time. She started that struggle before independence and continued with it. I can say that I'm one of the few people who are privileged to have served with Phoebe Asio in Parliament. At the time when Phoebe was first elected in Parliament, it was a very difficult time for women leaders to be in parliament. I know now Homabay has taken the lead. We have more women elected in Homabay County more than anywhere else. And this is a great testimony to Phoebe Asio. I knew at the time when Phoebe used to take up very serious issues in Parliament. The Parliament at that time, those who were there with me at that time, there were so many male charlatans, many male chauvinists, and many male misogynists, and would not entertain women being leaders in Parliament. And for that matter, I honor her, and I thank the state for giving her such a wonderful send-off.
When I was growing up, Phoebe Asio was a common name in our family, because Phoebe and my mother, Mrs. Dorka Owino Nyong'o, were very close in Maendeleo ya Wanawake movement. Phoebe up in Nairobi and my mother at the local level. In fact, Phoebe doesn't call me by my name. Ulungagani Wood Dorka, the son of Dorka, because Dorka was my mother. So they were very close. When I came to Parliament, I met Phoebe. She always treated me as a child who has managed it to come where the elders are. It has been like that. In fact, yesterday, when we met Phoebe, at Kisumu Airport, Kisumu International Airport, I must apologize to Governor Wanga. When I saw her in the coffin, I broke down. And I had to leave, not to embarrass Governor Wanga. So it's a very personal thing that I've come here, to be with the family of Phoebe Asio as we say goodbye to our great mother. The mission in life of Mama Phoebe Asio was to fight for human rights, not just for women, but for Kenyans as a whole. If that were not the case, she would have not been the leader of Maendeleo ya Wanawake for so long and been a parliamentarian, and one of the parliamentarians who, if you look at the Hansard of the National Assembly, or Lejiko, as it used to be called, you'll find that Phoebe stood firmly for change, for human rights, for the protection of common people. If Phoebe lived today longer, Mheshimiwa Rais, Prime Minister Raila Odinga, there is something happening in Kenya which is extremely dangerous, which I'm sure Phoebe would have stood up against and campaigned to do something about it by government. This is called femicide. If you have been reading the papers or listening to radio, watching television, femicide is increasing in Kenya at geometric progression. And we have a theory in Kisumu County that the increase in femicide is closely associated with the increase of Airbnbs. I don't know whether you know that. So, Bwana President Prime Minister Raila Odinga, let us have a strict control of the opening of Airbnbs, and the use of Airbnbs should be strongly controlled and accounted for. Because otherwise, this femicide will continue under the guise of people going to Airbnbs. I'm sorry, I might be very strong about this, but in Kisumu, we have noticed this phenomenon. And I hope it is not as serious elsewhere as it is in Kisumu.